There's some real money in the room.
We all saw and heard you and Boosie's back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lil Boosie. His daughter recently came out, you know, to be how she is.
I talked to my first girl at 16 years old.
Okay. What was it about her? She was just cute. She was like.
I'm not speaking of her.
Oh, okay. Understood.
But yeah, I talked to my first girl at 16. I came out to my mama at like 18.
Oh, okay.
It was the fact once I was standing on, once you grown, can't nobody tell you.
Right.
So, and I'm so respectful with my parents, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, I respect both of my parents, but it was like, I think I was worried about my mom the most. It was like anything, I was worried about my mom the most. So, that's why I always emphasize on that. If she support me with this, and if she got me the main person I was worried about not having my back with it, if she, you know, all right with it, then I'll be straight. Like, I'll be cool then.
No,
I don't worry about them people.
When did you come out to your dad? Or did you?
Me and Daddy never had no conversation about this. Like, we ain't never had no conversation. We'd had like words with it, but it ain't no, you know, that's family business.
Right.
It ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never have no sit down like, why you move like this, or why you like girls?
Right.
We ain't never had no conversation like that, and I feel like it ain't needed.
Right.
Because he gonna feel how he feel, and I'ma feel how I feel. He gonna do what he do, and I'ma do what I do.
At the end of the day.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna love him.
Right.
He my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He not gonna agree with everything I do, cause I don't agree with everything he do.
Right.
He ain't gonna agree with everything I say, cause I don't agree with everything he say.
Right.
But that's just, you know, that's just life. That's just,
Yeah, and
you know, but we ain't against each other. How to, you know, they be trying to make this like, Boosie don't like gay people, so why his daughter gay and man, we not like he hate me or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like how people make this.
He's made certain comments about Lil Nas X, Dwayne Wade's son. How do you feel about him speaking about those children, and then now his child has done the same thing? You feel like he's gonna stand on business, or he's gonna support his child?
He gonna support his child. I did a video on that on my channel, but cause some people, like I say, with this YouTube game, a lot of us like to create content. So I just jump out there, and I don't do a lot of homework, right? So I look at my comments and they do homework for me. And a lot of them was explaining to me like, Gangsta, you know, you going at Boosie about the LGBT comments he made. He wasn't disrespecting Gabrielle and Dwayne Wade family. He was explaining this is a child. Don't let the child blah 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 blah. And you know he liked to run and rave.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you right. With Lil Nas X, you know, he got a right to his words, but he had the choice of words. The way you faggot, you blah 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 blah. So now people got offended the way he addressed him. Instead of saying, man, don't play with me, man, da da da. He addressed him as, man, you gay, stay in your lane. Don't play with me, I don't get down like that. So now it's like, okay, it's pretty much like I said in my videos, like I'm sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah.
Because when somebody doing stuff, I speak out on this gay stuff, all the while it's in my household. How you handle that?
He had to know why he speaking like that. It's his daughter. You think she hid that for that long?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, because like the reason why I say I don't know, and I'm learning now, I don't want to just speak out of ignorance because of this. My mother, my family, my mother used to always be like, because I was always small, right? Oh, you follow behind them, boy, you listen to what they saying, da da da. She didn't know I would lead. So a lot, you know, and a lot of times what I've looked at when somebody get killed in New Orleans, I'm gonna speak on my city. A lot of, you look in the obituary, right? A lot of mothers always, oh, my baby was a good child. My baby went to school, and my baby ain't never harmed nobody. Your baby was a serial killer.
Yeah.
A mass murderer.
Yeah.
But parents only know their child for, this my baby, this my child. So they be blind to all other stuff. And my mother was blind for a long time. She tell me, you follow my them boys, da da da. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So for a long time, they thought I was a follower, you know? So I hid a lot of stuff. My mother didn't believe in, because I went to church. I was on the swimming team. I marched in the band. I actually marched, playing a little cornet, like a little trumpet. Yeah. Went to church, you know, so I did all the good things in my mother's eyes. So it's like my child, you know, so my baby, my child, you know, always went to school. I didn't pass a lot, but I always went to somebody's school. I only went there for the girls' fashion show, but I always went.
Yeah.
So, and then, and I'm gonna tell you it was crazy, because baby was cracking jokes on me. 96, I went to Delgado Community College. A lot of people didn't know that. I was actually at war. I had a red Tommy Hilfiger book sack with my gun in there, and I used to go to school. I would actually go home early some days to go get me some rest, to get up in the morning, because I had an 8 o'clock class. I would go get me breakfast in the school.
College?
Delgado Community College.
Yeah.
I got my GED there, and I went there 2 semesters. So people, oh, you only going there for the, what that money they give you? Student loan,
yeah,
and all that. Oh yeah, they playing in the humble, cracking jokes, but I'm like, yeah, I'm getting my education, you know. So, like I say, some of my family members, my mother, a lot of them thought that I was just trying to fit in. They didn't know that I was leading the pack.
Yeah.
Some of the time, not all the time, but no, I had a voice in a lot of that stuff. So, with her, Boosie's a big celebrity, so he's constantly moving around. So he's not always paying attention to his daughter. As long as she got a roof over her head, food to put, you know, put food in her mouth, clothes in her, my daughter good. You know what I'm saying? So certain time, we don't, like, prime example, I know she might be mad with me, but I used to always, one of me and my daughter was real close. I always talk to her. So I'm thinking, I ain't gonna put too much on it, because she'll be like, Dad, why you do this? So it's like, I'm thinking that, you know, she just, one of them daughters, you know, education cool, I ain't thinking she, you know what I'm saying, messing around, you know, got a little boyfriend, you know. So, you know, she up in age, we talking, you know, I'm talking, look, boy's gonna be like this, guy, this. She already got her version broke. I'm like, girl, what, Dad, it wasn't none of your business. Man, I'm your dad, I didn't know what's going on, girl, you know. So, like I said, a lot of us don't get into our daughter's personal life, so that could have got by him.
Got you.
You know.
And Boosie is a man's man, so
you know.
Yeah,
you know, him and his son might have a better bond, and we see that. You know, they hang out all the time. So like, my daughter, what's up, girl? You alright? All right. You know, and then you know, us as fathers, we don't want our daughter with no boyfriends anyway. Yeah. So we ain't gonna see no little boy running around the mansion, or in my case, the project. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Little boy, you better get on. You know, and then some of the little boys be, oh girl, your daddy crazy, your daddy got them guns, your daddy, your daddy, this the new word step up, you know, back then we like, your daddy a hitter, you know, woo. So a lot of them little boys don't come around us anyway. You know?
The word stepper, did that come from New Orleans?
Bro, let me say this here, because I don't need nobody in your comments.
I ask you that.
I don't want nobody in your comments getting on me. I asked that same question, where did steppers come from? Now, some people credit New Orleans for it because we had a homie named Stepper, or some of the raps they'll talk about, yeah, he's stepping, da 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 da. I don't know, bro. That's something you and I can do our homework together, and God will, when we meet up again, we'll talk about that, because I don't know, bro. I asked that question on my YouTube channel. I think on my live one time, where did the word stepper come? Who came in with, oh, he's stepping? I was like, oh, pretty cool. And then when you visit, oh, he's stepping, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on stepping. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you and keep, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.